It's happened. This was more clear than anything that I originally imagined was going to take place with Aaron Rodgers announcing officially he intends to play for the New York Jets. I mean, at this point, the probability of seeing Aaron Rodgers not in a New York Jets uniform has to be less than 10%. I've seen a tweet that probably clarified it the best in that the Packers have backed themselves into a corner and the Jets have backed themselves into a corner that they can't really get out of. Like, this deal has to go through. It's just going to be a matter of probably which organization feels like they've had to give up more. But I am so excited today, guys. I cannot tell you enough. I mean, I appreciated the format in which Aaron Rodgers actually clarified a lot of what's been happening, because between what was reported, between what a lot of the fan base just picked up and ran with, I have a better appreciation for Aaron Rodgers, actually. I haven't tuned into pretty much any other Pat McAfee shows except for maybe the last time he came after the retreat, assuming that he was going to announce something. But I've never officially actually heard Aaron Rodgers speak and detail things out and all this kind of stuff. And I don't think he's made out to be, in my opinion, the guy that a lot of us expect him to be. Diva Queen and all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of emotions there. There's a lot of word juggling he does, but I think that's in a manner of trying to, make sure things are clear and not taken in a wrong manner. But there were a couple takeaways that I had from him being on the Pat McAfee show from what I was able to stay tuned into. So I'm going to try to check the rest of it out. But he didn't intend for this to be an announcement, which piqued my interest immediately, because that's exactly what we were waiting for. I had immediate concerns that this was just going to be a bunch of rambling about nothing, and we weren't going to get any information. But he actually detailed this has been a fact for a while that he intends to play with the New York Jets. And so leading back to some of those reports we heard from Trey Wingo and like Dan Rossini and stuff, while the trade may not have been in place, the attention for Aaron Rodgers to become a New York Jet definitely has. And so I think that's the huge piece. That also clarifies the issue that no, a trade may not necessarily be agreed to. We didn't really dive into that piece of it. And he clarified that the contract negotiations, he's hands off. That's essentially just between the two general managers. And so really there has been no holdup. Everything is about the negotiation phase right now, and it gives me a breath of fresh air. It's a lot of relief off of my shoulders as a fan right now. And he did go into the fact that he ideally never really considered remaining with Green Bay for a while. Apparently, the front office that drafted him is different. They went out there and got Jordan Love back in 2019, 2020, I think it was. And so he, spoke about the sentiment of them trying to move on too early rather than too late. But he was mostly set on retirement before he took his darkness retreat. He comes out, he understands there's a shift in maybe what the Packers' intentions were, and he makes the decision after going through some workouts he wants to play. The words that he spoke out of his mouth, that he intends and wants to play for the New York Jets, hype me up, guys. I have a fire in my chest that doesn't generally get ignited that often if I'm not physically involved in the sport. We are looking at a Super Bowl bound team with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. Zach Wilson is going to get the mentor of his dreams to be in New York. And this really alleviates a lot of questions for us, just in regards to the uncertainty of what's going to happen at the quarterback position. I feel very confident now everything else will fall into place. The only other thing that really got clarified was the fact that there's no wish list out there, right? I know we've seen Allen Lazard, Randall Cobb, Mercedes Lewis, all of these guys, but there was no wish list. There was maybe guys that he would like to see in a New York Jets uniform while he is playing there. We also didn't get a set amount of time, right? There's nothing indicating 1 year, 2 year, etc. But there's no wish list. Is more so he was involved, which we've seen reports of this already. he's involved in what the free agency discussions look like. And Joe Douglas, Robert Saleh, Nathaniel Hackett, they were willing to follow suit on certain players that they obviously agreed with, hence Alan Lazard coming, and not necessarily any immediate moves that we've seen. So I'm very hyped, guys. I can't say it enough. There wasn't anything earth-shattering outside of the news itself, ironically, from the interview, at least for the duration that I've seen. But please, please, please let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Aaron Rodgers will become a New York Jet. It's only a matter of time. And at least from Aaron Rodgers' understanding and perspective of the situation, it's really just the contract negotiations that are holding things up. And whether that includes the trade package or not, we'll wait to be seen. But again, please share your thoughts. I will catch you guys again. Peace.